second spot. Let's hear from him.
Yeah, Eli, he was just a little bit short. Bobby, your view of the last 10-lap segment.
I got loose off turn 2 right after the green flag, and that really, killed my momentum because I couldn't stand to get any looser than that, and when Terry and Geoff and Terry got by, then I went as good through 3 and 4 because I had, went low, just, give everybody plenty of room, didn't need to cause no wreck. And, just one of those deals. I needed like 30 laps. I didn't need 10 laps. So, it's just a deal where our car was set up more for long runs. Or not really the car I am. I don't usually go good for short runs. You know that. So it's just kind of one of those deals. The Interstate Pontiac ran good. We just didn't have what it took for the last 10 laps. But, hey, we're close.
All right, let's check in with Terry Labonte.
Well, Terry Labonte came home a strong third. And, Terry, not too shabby for a car you guys didn't really want to bring.
Well, that's probably the best finish that car there has ever had. But we wanted to bring our good car back for the 600 next week. And so it's a good thing. This one here's not good enough.
Well, look out next week. If this car finished third, wait till they get the good car here.
Indeed, that's going to be something to see next weekend. Time to go back into the midst of all of that celebration for the Miller Lite pit crew. The first race in the month of May that Mark Martin hasn't won. He came home in 6th. Let's catch up with him in the garage.
Well, sitting here talking with Mark Martin, and we're going to do some politicking right now. The Ford guys not very happy, are you, Mark?
Well, we'd like to have had a better shot than that tonight. We had a real good car. I had as good a car as I could have, but I noticed yesterday, right when we first started practicing, I watched all the Fords, and I knew we were off, and I compared us to everyone else that was racing Fords, and we were as good or better than any of them. So, that's it. We did as good as we could do under the circumstances, but this racetrack needs, demands a lot of downforce, and some of the other racetracks that we've been at, it hadn't made as big a difference, and man, those guys could go when they needed to tonight, and I'm happy, we had a good run. I hate to see the string break. We're awful. We like winning a lot.
Mark, exactly since the first of the year, exactly what have the Fords lost in terms of downforce?
Well, we've lost 3/4 of an inch of rear spoiler from where we were a year ago here. 3/4 of an inch is a ton. It's probably 100 pounds of downforce. And according to what NASCAR saw in the wind tunnel, the numbers that we saw before they took the last, the last bit of spoiler off of it, it was pretty well equal from what we knew. But, the rules are what they are. We won last week with equal spoilers, and then we won Sears Point with equal spoilers. Now we've got a shorter spoiler here than the Monte Carlo does. So we'll win our share, but sometimes it's just a little bit harder than others.
Good luck to you next week. And Dale Jarret wants to express his opinion of that to Steve Burns.
Well, Dale, how about it? Mark Martin just talking to your brother Glenn about some of the body rules here. Your feelings about downforce, etc.
Pretty evident, I think. GM cars, pretty big advantage right there. Even though we won the first segment, the 24 car was running us down, coming through traffic, and still almost caught us. So, I don't want to get gripe and complain, and the fans tired of hearing all of that, but there's no way that we should have less spoiler than what those cars do. And right now we have that, and they're just going to kill us through the corners, and it's going to be a boring 600 miles unless you're a General Motors fan. So I'm proud of my guys. It's a brand new car, and it ran awfully well. We got a little tight that last segment. First set of tires kind of spooked me. I was a little bit loose on those, but got another week, so we'll see what we can do with them.
Okay, thanks, Dale. Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
Well, Dale Earnhardt has his Louisville Slugger, his Faith Hill hat, and Dale, a 4th place finish tonight.
Yeah, it was a good race. So we had a good race car. I was really happy with the car. We tuned on it. We should have did a little more for the second segment, and I think we'd have got a little better track position. And then we were pretty good in that last segment, but we really had to fight by traffic. The 25 and the race was 23 awful hard, and it was a good race though. I hate Mark's crying so bad because this car ain't got no spoiler on it. He won so many races with all the spoiler, and he's crying so bad. Somebody needs to take some towels over there to him before he falls out on the floor over crying about it. And but we had a good race car, and it's a good race. Looked like it's pretty equal to me. Everybody's racing along there pretty good. Everything's good for the team, and we're working hard. And Larry and the guys are coming together. I mean, the Sweetie's car ran pretty good tonight, and it's the car we're going to run next week. I'd like to leave it orange and race it just like it is myself. But, we wanted to try to win one. We need to win one for Larry and the guys. And, you know, it was good to see the Atlanta Braves win last night, too.
Hey, you've got a week to work on it. What are you going to do to make that car get to victory lane next week?
Well, for one, we got to paint it. I wish we didn't have to paint it. Goodwrench, if you're watching, just let us run it orange one more weekend, and we'll put Goodwrench all over for sure, but we won't have to paint it and add any weight or do anything like that or get any paint down in anything, mess nothing up. So it'd be great to run it orange then.
Hey, but you're the man in black. I thought you loved black.
Oh, I wear black. I wear black. Car can be orange. Just this one time.
He just wants that orange car one more week.
A whole lot of politicking going on.
Announcement. We have Geoff Bodine here. Geoff, a lot of conversation going on. Mark, about this Ford spoiler rule and the downforce.
Well, I'm not going to say anything that NASCAR is going to fine me for, so I'm going to be careful with what I say. But, hey, guys, I'm tired about anyone crying. We're not crying. You know, it's pretty obvious we need a little more spoiler in the back, a little lower air dam in the front, and that's a fact. That isn't anyone crying. Ford's had all that taken away from us. As soon as we start winning some races with Fords, they take a little bit away, and right now it's a little out of balance. I think it's pretty obvious. The Pontiacs are fast, the Chevys are fast, and the Fords are third right now. So maybe by next weekend we'll get some adjustments, but come on, guys. We're all buddies. Get along. Let's go.
Did you get along with everybody on the racetrack tonight? Your car looked really good there during a couple of stretches, real good, particularly through the turns.
Yeah, the second segment ran pretty good. Still a little tight, so we loosened the car up for the last segment, but it actually went the other way. That set of tires even pushed worse. And I think I ran the whole 10 laps on the outside of somebody. And who was it? The 99 car. Jeff Burton and I ran side by side, had a heck of a race going. I ended up winning. Actually, my car ran better on the outside, and so I just stayed up there and